right. Wait. Yeah, 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 I think I got it. Okay. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my live stream. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So happy Sunday. I just wanted to get in the studio and kind of paint a little bit today. And so, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So, I thought I would just stream for y'all what I'm working on. And yeah, so I'm going to get started. Feel free to come say hi in the comments. If you can hear me and see me, it'd be great if you let me know. I think I'm streaming to LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, but I'm most familiar with LinkedIn, not really Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys are having issues over in Facebook and YouTube, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. so, but yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get started. So I've been kind of streaming this piece for a while now. It's almost done. So I'm gonna basically add a lot more highlights. Maybe not a lot more, but I'm just so what am I trying to say? When I let acrylics dry, sometimes I have to go back in and touch up the highlights because acrylics tend to dry darker than when you applied them wet. They're way more bright when they're wet. So after this dried, I was like, I want this to be touched up a notch. So I'm going to be doing that. And then that's not going to take me very long. And then I'm going to be working on this new piece in my sketchbook. So that's what I'll be doing there. Yeah, so I'm going to move the screen around a little bit. Yeah, should be good. Okay. What's up, Auntie? It's good to see you. How's your weekend? For sure. Okay, so I am going to actually bring in a lot more so you guys can kind of see what's going on with this painting while I mix some paint. Just a little bit. So yeah, basically I'm trying to see these kind of little, I don't know what to call them, ripples or something right here. I want those to be pretty bright. Um, almost as bright as this, almost as bright as this, these cloud highlights. So yeah, I'm gonna be touching that up. And then I think I'm gonna leave it because it looks pretty good to me. It's got the mood that I want. So I'm glad you're doing good, Auntie. I'm glad it's looking good. So yeah, where was I? I'm gonna be mixing me some paint. Cool. Feet don't fail me now. All right. Yeah, just gonna be doing some manganese hue. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be doing some ultramarine blue and some whites. I have a clean palette right now, so that's pretty good. What you been up to this weekend, Auntie? Anything cool? Are you watching the Olympics? Okay, I'll probably go back out here just a little bit more. There we go. Sorry, walking in front of my stuff. Okay. Is that all I want? Yeah, I think that's all I want. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a blue highlight that I want. Hi, Jakey. You made some so is that grotranzas? Did you make grotranzas? And some apple butter? Oh man, that strawberry syrup is really yummy. And then after, like, I've been addicted to watermelon ever since too. I'm just like, I have to get watermelon. Which Jakey really appreciates. I didn't realize that he liked watermelon, but he loves some watermelon. I don't know what that is. What's watermelon honey? That sounds delicious. Hey, Christina, what's up? No, Jakey is my doggy. He's a little Chihuahua Terrier mix. He's tiny, but he likes watermelon. From what I saw, it's pretty good for them as long as you take out the seeds and stuff. But he's a cutie pie. What's he doing? He's just chilling, walking around. Sure he's wondering like who I'm talking to. You like the apron, Auntie? This is cool. Yeah. This is one that Sammy got for me. She had my name for Christmas one year. I have so many aprons. Yeah, this is my mic. Oh, so interesting. Okay, so your dog likes watermelon, and then you have a son named Jake. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What kind of doggy do you have, Christina? Yeah, he's a cutie pie. Thought it was a dish towel with some clips. Hey, I'm not above that. I just got so many. Yeah, I wear that linen one that you made me, Auntie, a lot. I just have to iron it. It's clean. I have to iron it. But between you and Aunt Pam and all the aunties, I have so many. What are you eating? Don't eat things. Go over there. Yeah. Yeah. Go lie down. Okay. I feel like this has to be even lighter. We'll see though. I need to make it a tad lighter because it looks light because it's wet, but I think it's going to dry that same shade that I have. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter. But yeah, our doggy's name is Jake. We didn't name him. We just kept his name. When we got him from the shelter, his name was already Jake. And I thought probably someone who had them must have had kids or just liked Adventure Time or something and named him Jake. But I figured, he's already used to it. I don't want to switch it up because when we got him, he was already like 4.5 or something. So figured we'll just keep it as Jake. Okay, because you're like watching me mix paint forever. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm making it even lighter. Why not? You watched that show too? Yeah. I like the opening song. It's pretty creative. I really do like it. The animator, gosh, I think it's the animator. Maybe it's also the creator too. I can't get it right, but they also did well, it's the same animation for sure, but they did this kind of thing called the Midnight Gospels. I think it's the Midnight Gospels. It was pretty cool. It was weird. It's kind of trippy, as you would expect from like some Adventure Time uh, animators, but it was also pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. I think this is it. I think this is yeah, it's really bright. Whoa. There we go. Let me take a step back. So all I'm doing is I have like a little tiny slender palette knife. This is my go-to palette knife. Like, I love this thing. But it's tiny and I'm kind of scraping a little bit of paint on the edge and coming in here on the side, like not really flat, but on the side and scraping it in here to make those kind of look like little ripples. And then as it's dissipating in paint, then I might go to the side, but yeah, it's super creative. I like it. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Whew, that's really punched up. There we go, though. It's what I wanted. And now, believe it or not, this is going to dry darker than what it looks like. So I think it's going to be like the perfect hue. Right now, it's almost too bright for my liking, but I know it's going to dry darker. Step back. I might keep it like that. I don't know if I'm going to put some highlights over here. I don't want to overdo it. There was already some kind of ripples in there, but I kind of like how it's going. Maybe some more like right here, like a dollop. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to probably leave that right now. And then I'm going to walk away really quick, see if I like it, eat me some grapes, check out my painting. Hmm. What y'all think so far? Like, I don't want to do too, I don't want it to get too crazy on the bottom, but I kind of like this zigzag up and it kind of, so I don't think I'm going to put any of those highlights over there. That's what I'm thinking. And that like bright blue highlight in the water that's going to darken a little bit. Like it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Cool. Yeah, so this one I'm going to move. It's going to dry. And I think that's about it. Except, let me mix some. I don't like, I need to kind of sign it, but I don't like my signature being really apparent. I like it to blend in with my pieces. That's just my own preference. So, but I need to sign it. And I think I'm going to do it like right there. Let me get a thinner brush. This one. Okay. Yeah. Might go over it again really quick. Groovy. There we go. Even that, like, it's too noticeable for my liking, so hopefully it'll darken and it'll blend a little bit better, or else I will fix it because I don't know, I just don't like that. I feel like sometimes the signature can take away from a piece. That's just my opinion, but I don't know. What do y'all think? How do you sign your pieces? Groovy. So I'm moving this. And then thanks, Auntie. Glad you like it. Okay, so now what I'm doing is maybe a little bit higher. So I like to make little studies in my sketchbook before I make a bigger piece. So that's what I'm planning on doing here. So I kind of already have a very, I don't know what you would say. A very rough sketch painting of this right now. So I'm going to work on that, but But I thought I'd still show y'all, like, I don't know. I think people are always like, what do you mean you like paint in your sketchbook? I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, I paint my sketchbook. Like, I think that's what you're supposed to do. So, and I'm really heavy handed in my sketchbook, depending on what sketchbook it is. Let's see here. Let's see if I could show y'all some in here actually. So, but yeah, like I will make full blown paintings in my sketchbook. And then if it's like, if I like it, then I'm gonna transform it and scale it up. So this is what I like to do. This is one of my favorite ones. I found this one actually on a sale at Hobby Lobby. But I liked it because it was like thick cardstock Bristol paper. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be some good mixed media. So this one, I tend to actually do a lot of pastel sketches in them, I guess I would say. Let's see if I can bring you all a little bit closer. So I didn't do anything on this page yet because this right here, so the nice thing about not having a sketchbook that's like got coils in the middle is that you can do a scene, like a bigger scene on both pages. It can carry over. If you have the rings that are holding them together, it breaks up the piece, in my opinion, even in the sketchbook. And it again, I'm pretty heavy handed in my sketchbook. I throw gesso in there. I'm putting all kinds of matte medium and glue, and the rings get really goopy and gunky, and it's then hard to move the pages. Okay. So, but so that was one reason why I didn't paint on this section, because this is actually the shows some of the seam, some of the thread of the binding, and I didn't really want to cover that up. So probably these pages are going to be like their own separate things. Okay. But I'll do some charcoal work in them. So some like charcoal things. You liked my sunflower one, Auntie? I'll show you. That one's cool because it's over in an actual reading book, so it's pretty neat. But okay, so yeah, I'll do some cool charcoal drawings. And that's one reason I really like this paper, because it's so smooth. Like you can just brush willow charcoal on here and then erase out. And it's really easy to pick out some certain seams. So it's over here, some like a rose. Some like other little, so this is soft pastel. These are some soft pastel studies. Little thumbnails that I was doing. This right here is just taped glassine paper, because I mean, I'll spray my sketchbook with fixative, but it takes a lot of layers of fixative. So honestly, like I don't mind just putting a layer of glassine over it. But this is soft pastel. Like, let's see. So like I'll like tint some clear gesso or something, because clear gesso is sanded, not regular gesso. It can't be white gesso, but clear gesso is got sand in it. And sometimes I'll tint it with acrylic paint like black or something like that, and then it, like, once that dries, since it's sanded, you could put soft pastel over it. Like, this is soft pastel, it's still doing its thing, so that's why I have glassine paper over it. But yeah, so this is more pastel, but I'll also use matte medium, okay? Matte medium is a little bit sanded as well, like really fine sand, okay? But I'll use that and kind of create, let's see if I can make, if I, this one you can see it better, but like, create, or maybe it's this one. No, it's probably this one. But create like textures. Like, this is almost impasto, some of these lines here, and I'll go over it with then pastel, and it just kind of, I don't know, it's cool that way. But so yeah, different thumbnails. And some of them, you know, that's what your sketchbook is for. Some of them I don't like. So, but better to practice on the sketchbook than on piece of substrate or paper that you paid for. Some different thumbnails. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, like this piece, I really like this. Sometimes like the pieces in the sketchbook are my favorite, just because, like, even if I scale it up, like this one I scaled up, I did a live about it, but it's been sold. But I like the, and that's kind of cool too, because if you sell them, then it's like you have the kind of cool, sketchy, cool copy in your sketchbook. You get like still a little piece of it, you know? So, but sometimes the pieces in your sketchbook look way better than the final pieces, because it's like, it's not forced, right? Like, you're just trying things out. And I don't know, sometimes that creativeness just kind of comes together in such a way that then once you try and scale it up and recreate it, it looks too forced, you know? But so yeah, this is the book thing that you were talking about, Auntie, but it's an actual reading book. And so yeah, I'll do like some clear gesso with some tinted, whatever that is, white, and I'll journal over that and then paint. I don't know. I just kind of create and paint in here. But so yeah. Woohoo! What's this one? Let's see. But yeah, one of these days I'll do another sketchbook and my reading book thing. But this is what I'm going to be working on today. Putting some acrylic in here. And now I probably won't be doing because let's see here. That's what's going on. Romping with easel. Yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Let me grab it. Because Sometimes I handwrite on them, sometimes I don't. So this one, it's got like handwriting. You can't, it's kind of shiny right now, but it's probably that. But yeah, it's got handwriting on it because I journal in there. But like, so yeah, it's like a reading book page, but if you go over it with um tinted what am I trying to say, matte medium, or even, no, I would stick with matte medium, but like a white, add white or some kind of light color to your matte medium, and you go over that on your reading book page, because your reading book page is technically just newsprint, and that doesn't work very well for like sketching. But the matte medium that's tinted acts as a primer, and then you can, you know, even I journal in pen, so you can put pen over that, and then yeah, you can kind of make a wash over it so it seeps through. You can pick out words around it. It's pretty cool. Like, yeah, like, so this one, let's see, here's some of my writing in there. Or if you pick out words, let me see. Like I picked out some of the reading words. What's up, Dan? But so that's what I like about it. I love making my sketchbook into a reading book. It's the coolest. Or like this one. This is some of those actual writing or the text of the book that's in there. It says the moon is music. Aw, right? It's pretty cool. But you have to be careful too, because after you're all done, even if you're working in acrylic, I go back over my sketchbook pages and with some clear gesso because it's sanded, and then that way it doesn't stick. The pages don't stick. Yeah, the one with the pink, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, this is what I'm working on today. Now, I wanted to make a scene of this because I was outside painting and I really liked this kind of like long view of the mountains and the clouds and everything. And my sketch for it, let me see if I can find it. I really liked my sketch. And so I'm trying to transform that plus some pictures that I took while I was on site, but I thought my sketch was neat. Ooh, that's bright. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I also did one in like pastel. But just like a really cool sketch. And so I'm trying to transform that. I'm working in some regular acrylic. I don't think I'm gonna be doing open acrylic in my sketchbook, just because I try and work pretty fast within it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to, where is my phone? I'm trying to create a certain color concept. I'm always losing that thing, guys. My apron even has pockets. I should just put it in my pocket. Come on now. Ah, here it is. Okay. But because I try and make some of my pieces have similar colors to some of my previous works, because then you kind of have this style, this color concept that I'm really liking. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Hey, hey. Okay. Small, but I love my little easel. It's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, I got this rough sketch going in. Don't know what I want to do right now. I'm gonna add to the sky. That's what I'm gonna do. I need a little bit more water. Hey, hey, hey. Hollywood. What's up, Shayna? What's up, David? Hello. Yes, David. My easel is super cool. Okay, wait. I told you I would kind of tell you about it. Okay, so that's my easel, right? Don't mind the messy studio because that's just how I am. Okay, so, but this is cool, right? You can just, it's a Richardson Lobo by Jack Richardson, okay? And this goes really far up. These guys go really far down, right? Um, it's like a nice wood. And then there's like these little tabby things over here. Right here, that this can like fold down into like a tabletop, and then you can do things on top of that too. So if like you wanted to paint like flat that way, you could, or just, you know, to have extra space and do things, because sometimes I do like printmaking, so it's really cool. I'm loving it. It's got like a little shelf on the bottom where you can store all your junk if you got it, because I got stuff. That's where I have some of my sketchbooks. So, but that's all good, Shayna. Thanks for joining. Feel free to comment. I don't know if I'll be able to comment though with you, uh, like after you today. So, but I will catch you here in a little bit as well. All right. So, but that's where I'm at. Gonna put this guy down again because I need to. It was like holding my pages back. So, but yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect for me, David. I wanted to invest in it. It was pretty expensive. It was around $300. That was expensive for me. Okay, so but I needed it. I needed it. Um, and yeah, so it holds my boards with my pastels and everything. It's got like a little lip too, so if you want to make a pastel dust catcher, you can. I think it's pretty groovy, you know. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I need to, I'm gonna be working on the sky. I'm just working with some Winsor Newton acrylics, Galleria acrylics right now. I'm all about them. Pardon my reach here. you guys been up to this weekend? David, how is Monday treating you? Anything to look forward to in the next day and coming from the future David? Hollywood, Hollywood soon. Oh, that's right. You just finished a stream on YouTube. I'm gonna go have to catch the replay. When's your exhibition, David? Are you still trying to put some things together for that? I know, Auntie. I know today is Sunday, but David lives in the other side of the planet. And so it's Monday morning for him. And it's pretty cool. It's like seeing and talking to the future. Not in the foot. Oh, David, that sounds awful. No. Ouch. Yeah, yeah. One of these days I'll figure out how to like I think I'm just lazy, but I'll figure out how to put the comments up so you guys can talk to each other from Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay, what does that look? Is that too bright? That's too bright. Hmm, hmm, hmm. What you gotta say? Have you guys been watching the Olympics? Been kind of tuning in a little bit. I watched the opening. That was the first time I ever watched the opening. I didn't even know they did anything like that. Like Ryan had to tell me. I didn't even really pay attention to Olympics until Ryan came along. Ryan told me the other day about the opening. I was like, what do you mean? What is that? And it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty neat. It was very French, very Parisian, in my opinion. Well, you know what? We're going to try this one. It's like getting hot. It's getting hot, y'all. Okay. So I'm just coming in here. I don't like how that be right now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm playing around with my brush strokes in this one because why not? It's in my sketchbook. But I kind of want this feeling of movement. And so I'm making my brush strokes feel very erratic and kind of swooping down this way. So I've done a lot already, even with just this sketch. Like I kind of started with this olive green in the background because how do I want to put it? I liked it. I liked it as a neutral. I liked it kind of peeking through in certain places. And I also kind of made a blue to block in these mountain ranges for the underpainting. And they're like similar in value, that olive green and that blue. And then I'm making the blue peek through, or I'm adding some of that same kind of blue to the sky. And so my hope is that, and then I'm also going to be adding that same olive green in some of this mountain. So my hope is that even with it being an underpainting and kind of using it throughout, that it's going to harmonize the piece. Christina, do I have sales in November from a website or in-person events? I mainly sell from my website. So you're more than welcome to visit that. And that link is on my web or on my profile. So you're more than welcome to visit that. But yes, I usually do in November have some sales, especially for the holidays. And I'll be starting earlier this year because I'm finally going on my honeymoon over Christmas with my sweetie pie. And so I really just don't want to do anything for the month of December. So, other than get planned for my trip. So yeah, I'll be starting some seasonal holiday sales in November, probably mid-October. But also, if you sign up for my newsletter, you get, I think it's like 10% off. I need to make sure what it sends y'all, if it still sends y'all that, because I haven't been on my website to update anything in a while. But my newsletter, if you join my newsletter, you get like, I think it's like 10% off your first purchase from my shop. So, but thanks for asking. I do appreciate your interest. It's always fun. Christina, do you like to paint? Do you paint? My website's like by really cool website builder called Faso. I love Faso. So that's why I'm asking. I'm always like recommending them to people and other artists. I'm like, go get you a Faso website. It's the best. So, woohoo, honeymoon. Yeah, so we're going to take a cruise, David. We're taking an 8-day cruise to Turkey and Greece over Christmas. So I think we land in Istanbul on the 22nd. And then we go like everywhere, like Istanbul and Crete. And then we're going to go, I can't think of all the places. We end in Athens. So that's what we're doing. We're super excited. I'm so excited. Like, I think it's um, in August. I finally get to pick my flights because we. Oh, you do paint? What kind of painting do you do, Christina? I want to see. Or what kind of artwork do you do? Oh, you're putting together your site? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, and you do pastel landscapes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I just went to this really cool pastel exhibition because I'm in Colorado, and it was from the Pastel Art Society in Colorado. But it was at Foothills Art Center, and it was gorgeous. It was so cool. I was like, oh, this is so inspiring. So, because usually I do my main stuff is in pastels and soft pastels. So, but I've been finally getting into acrylic because I like the paint, you know? So I like that too. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a really cool honeymoon, y'all. Oh, I'm glad that he liked turkey. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm actually really excited for Turkey too. Everybody's like, Greece. Oh man, I'm like, well, kind of Istanbul. That's pretty neat. So, and yeah, yeah. Well, I'm excited, Christina. I'm gonna have to check out your site and your stuff, your profile. Yeah, I love some soft pastels, some landscapes. That's my subject matter too. David, I don't know if you know David Kitchen on here. He's been commenting. He does pastels, usually like pan pastels. But he does a lot of like portraits and figures, dancing figures. It's really cool. So, and he's got a YouTube. You should check him out. But yeah, I'm excited to go to Greece, Auntie. You didn't know that? I thought you knew, Auntie. So we're gonna be away over Christmas. I was nervous to do a Christmas cruise or a holiday cruise. I even called the cruise line and was like, "Is this legit? Like, is it gonna be what I?" Because I feel bad, like for the cruise people, if they don't get to celebrate their holidays and they have to be working. And so I was like nervous to schedule anything about that. But the guy was like, nah, we love it. Like, it's pretty cool. They get to celebrate too. And so I hope it's. I hope it's cool. They're kind of known for their holiday cruises, so I thought, hey, why not? We'll try it. But yeah, so we're going to be away for 8 days at least. That's how long the cruise is. And then however many days of travel, like flying to there and flying back. But we went with this really cool cruise line called Viking. I don't know if you guys have done that. Like they're kind of pricey, but it's also because like they're they're good. Like they're really good. We decided to like go on a cruise that doesn't have children. Like there's no children allowed pretty much and like gambling or anything. And it's like more like an educational cruise. Um, and you pay for everything up front. At least we did. Um, and and that's just so you don't pull out your checkbook pretty much when you're done. Like you can tip ahead of time, you can pay for all your booze ahead of time, and at each port you get an excursion included, and they're really good excursions too. I was like, oh man, I hope they're not like just silly excursions where I can't go see the really cool things. Like no, like we're going to go visit all the good sites that you want to go see, and it's going to be awesome. And then we also got a package where our flights were included, and they're going to be picking us up from the airport and stuff. So I'm excited. I don't have to. That's what I wanted. I was like, I don't want to have to plan all the little details. I'm done with that. So much could go wrong. That's what happened when I went and studied abroad in Spain. I was like, oh my God, I hate having to like, I mean, it was great, don't get me wrong, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't want to plan nothing. Can someone just plan something? I'll give them the money. They're going to plan it all for me, pick me up where I need to be picked up at, and then drop me off, you know? So I'm excited. It's going to be great. Yeah, Turkey's architecture is amazing. I want to go see, what is that called? Is it like, is it Hagia Sophia? Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. But that's really cool. It's like all the different cultures incorporated to me. I know, Christina, I'm so excited. I know, I'm so excited. I was like, what do I want to bring? I don't even think I'm going to have time to really sketch. So, I think I might bring a sketchbook because I was contemplating, I was like, maybe I should bring like a small little thing of pastels and, but also too, I would be really bummed if they were like, no, you can't bring this. Like, you can't bring this on the plane. And what do? Like, do you dump it? Like, that's expensive stuff. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't even think I'm going to have time to paint. Some of those excursions are like 7 hours long and just walking and hiking. And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just going to bring my camera and possibly a sketchbook. And I'm so excited because we're going to be on the sea. And I rarely get to see the ocean and the sea. I'm so pumped. Right? She's like, photos work. I know. I know. Yeah. It's going to be groovy. Yeah. So, ooh, can't wait. Can't wait. It's been a while. It's been a while since I love traveling though. It's like my favorite thing. I can't wait to get on the airplane. I think like flying and being on an airplane is so like I don't know, just relaxing. I think people really freak out, but I'm like I love being in the air. Which is funny because like regular heights I'm kind of nervous. Like if I went to the Grand Canyon or just like the Royal Gorge kind of things, it freaks me out a little bit. But nah, in an airplane, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, that's pretty. That's yeah, Auntie. I could just do that. Auntie says I could just find the scratch paper and draw on that, like napkins and envelopes and stuff. That's probably what I'm gonna do. That's what I'll be doing. So yeah, I know, Christina. That's what. That, yeah, just travel. That's all you do. You just paint wherever you go. I think it'd be so cool. I'm so like jealous of those people abroad who could just like draw the cityscapes and people, all the tourists are like, can I buy that? I want that. Like that's what I did. Just buying people's artwork left and right. So like I want to do that. Can I just do that? I could probably do that, right, Auntie? In Colorado, where would I go? Maybe downtown or something. I don't know. I'm not a very good cityscape drawer, painter. Has to be landscapes. So, but yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool too to like Christina to get like a camper or something like an RV, and that's your traveling studio, and you just travel around. Well, for me, it'd just be like the U.S. and just go paint, and then open up shop from your cool RV. Wouldn't that be awesome? But I also have a doggy. He's very shy, and I have a hubby, And I don't think he'd want to travel around everywhere with me. Maybe some places, but and a kitty, she's over her. She's a vagabond kitty, but she's over it now. She's like 14. She's like, no, I don't want to go everywhere with you guys now. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, Christina, go to Estes Park. It's so pretty with the Rocky Mountains and everything. That's like one of my favorite towns too. It's so cute in Estes. So cute. But it's so expensive now. It probably was before too, but now that Colorado's the new Amsterdam, it's just ridiculous pricing. It's so expensive. Anywhere in Colorado, if you're trying to buy, whew, nope. You have an RV you're thinking of selling. All right, well, I will keep that in mind. Maybe. I need to get a house first. That's what we're saving up for, okay? House, real estate in Colorado. Right now, we just live in this tiny rentable 1-bedroom apartment, you know? That's what we're doing here. This is my studio, is my dining room. Yay! But you gotta make do. You gotta do what you gotta figure it out, right? Yeah, Auntie, just have an Airstream. If that was my lifestyle, I'd take you, Auntie. You could just come. You could do all the selling for me. You could just paint and you could just tote around with me. The parks could be sketch. Yeah, it's creepy. I was watching this docu-series, right? Like, not to get all dark on y'all, but Auntie knows me. So, but I was watching this crazy docu-series about like, how much crime that goes on in all the national parks and especially like the Rocky Mountains. It's like a hub for all of these awful things that happen. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, that scares me. So now every time that I'm like thinking about like, oh, I want to go play an air painting here, I was like, I need to get me some bear mace. I need to get me some bear mace and learn some taekwondo or something. Like, there's no way. All right. And just stay on the trails too. Like, that's something that I've learned too. Like, even just in the parks around town, there's some weird people. I've been approached by some interesting folks that try and get you like away from whatever you're doing. I'm like, no, 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 not today. It's not gonna happen. They're like, oh, come on, don't you want to see these baby deer things? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's adorable, but no, no, you go. Have fun. Yeah, exactly, Christina. The Taekwondo pastelist. Wouldn't that be neat? Oh, you'll have to see it. I'll type it in when I'm all done. I'll have to like find out what I was watching. I know there was one of them that was called like, I think it was like Wild Crime. It's got this like guy. Well, there's one in, I think it was like Yellowstone. I think there was like a murder in Yellowstone that they were trying to solve. And then there was one in the Rocky Mountain National Park. So I think there's that one. And then there was another one that I was watching that had more about like the national parks. And it like, I mean, it makes sense like from a psychologist point of view that it's like it's remote and like I don't think people really think that in those wild places that all of this murder is going to be happening. And then because of the weather and all the animals, like it, it's really hard to gather that evidence to point to who did it. So it's just crazy. But Wow, live stream, painting live stream is supposed to be all bright and bubbly, and here I am talking about murder. All right. Anyways, so I lightened up the sky a little bit with this blue. I really like these painting strokes though. Here, I'm going to bring you in closer. Like I like how the sketchiness creates movement within here. I really like this, and you can see some of that underpainting coming through, like even up in here, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I tend to leave, even when I'm working in pastels, I like my underpainting to seep through. Otherwise, why have an underpainting, you know? So that's kind of what I'm working on here. And now, let's see. So I'm trying to see, like in Colorado, I think our mountains kind of have this, especially where I'm at, which is more like the foothills. Our mountains tend to have this red in them, right? That's kind of where Red Rocks is. But even if it's not near Red Rocks, like if the sun hits them, they tend to have this kind of reddish color. And that's what I really like about painting those mountains. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Probably gonna lighten these clouds. That's what I'm gonna do actually. I need to lighten the clouds. Yeah. Yep. Nancy, not today, Death. No. No, not today. Nope. Not when you're outside painting. But one of these days, Auntie, I really want to go up to Foxton Trail and paint there. You should come with me. Because that's one that I would like a buddy because, yeah, exactly. Just in case there's some weirdos. We can just be the craziest ones together, Auntie. That's what will happen. That's how you get past the weirdos. If you're the weirdest one, they don't mess with you. Okay, so I'm making a really light blue, super light. Yeah, exactly, Nancy. I knew from those stories on the bus. Yeah, especially on the bus. You have to take the bus if you're just the craziest one, or even if you have to act like the craziest one, the crazies don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, just imaginary friends. So, yeah, it's crazy. Have you ridden the light rail lately, Auntie? It's insane. It's so sketch, okay? It used to be really cool. Nah, nah, not anymore. Pretty much from like if you take the W line, right? From like Wadsworth until Union Station, it's crazy. I don't think they have like people coming in and checking tickets or security anymore. I think that's kind of why, but so if y'all visit Denver and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get around through the light rail, be careful. Okay. Maybe just get an Uber or something. Just letting y'all know. Okay. Not even lighter. Well, what do I want? Yeah, no, I still want it lighter. Okay. Nah, it's gonna be just gonna be, yeah. Yeah, even lighter. No way. And what is that? Glitter circles around their mouth. Yes. No, like they're not even afraid to. I'm pretty sure when Ryan and I last time we were riding light rail, they'll just smoke crack like right in front of you. It's right there. No shame. Hey, I'm not trying to do whatever floats your boat, but don't be crazy, okay? Leave me alone. I don't want to participate in your crack smoking. And just, yeah, just crazy people. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah, it happens. But it didn't happen that much. Like on the W, like at least when I was going to uh, Metro, I barely saw that. Barely saw any of that stuff. Maybe I was just too like zoned out, put in my headphones and was like, whatever. But my painting from a photo, not really, no. Like a little bit. Okay, so I'll show you. So I don't know if you guys can see, it might be glary. So I have like a painting on that's pastel. So I'm doing like a color concept from that painting. So I'm looking at that one, but it's not my actual like reference like composition. I'm switching up my composition. And then I do have a photo that's a little bit more my composition. You guys can't really see that, but and I zoomed in like a lot within there. So that's a little bit of my composition. And then I'm also going based off my sketches that I kind of showed y'all um, for my composition as well. So I'm kind of just mixing those all together. It might be too bright for you guys to see. Yeah. Ooh, it's too bright. Maybe. But so yeah, I'm kind of working simultaneously throughout all of that. And then that's what I'm doing. That's pretty bright. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one then. Okay. Try and bring y'all in for this one. But yeah, I went to this really cool Foothills Art Center gallery and I loved it. I don't know, Auntie, have you been there? It's really cool. It's got free admission. Right now, there's this pastel show. I think it ends August 4th, but if you have time, you should go see it. It's actually really cool. It's in Golden off of 12th. It was really neat. It's like super inspiring. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what it was called before that because I think they did some renovations or something in like 2016, but I was loving it. Cool. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to take a break. So I'm gonna leave my mic here. continue making some cloud marks. This color. Oh, my mic may have been dead this whole time. Okay. Well, if this goes out, we'll see. Not too sure. Maybe I turned it off. I'm not too sure. All right. Okay. Cool. So my mic died, but the mic on the camera should be working for a little bit, but if that's the case, I'll probably get done here a little bit sooner. But what I was saying is, when I view clouds near the horizon, they tend to kind of clump together, right? Because that's our perspective, and almost look thicker near the horizon, if that makes sense. Lighter, maybe hazier, and less spaced out, right? They almost like smush together. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do in this piece. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking cool. you like the red and clouds? Thanks, Dan. Glad it's looking good. Yeah, I've been liking the red and the clouds too. So I hope this turns out pretty neat, because if it turns out neat, then I want to make something bigger, you know? Like right now this is about 8 by 16, and so as long as you have like a good, the same ratio, you can like enlarge it on a bigger board, and so that's what I'm thinking of doing, but we'll see, because it's definitely not done by any means. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna continue to paint, and I'll probably work more in the foreground area, but my mic died and my camera mic is what's picking it up now, and it's not very good. So I'm gonna probably head out, y'all, from the live, and thanks so much for watching and looking at my live. But yeah, alright guys, see you later.